I've always been passionate about leadership, and not just about me being a leader, but about helping other people to step into their leadership. I come at leadership from a different perspective because of my background. After graduating from TCU, we moved to Uganda, East Africa. My passion for leadership development really found a home in this dream of starting a university. When we had the vision and the dream for that, it was giving the young people opportunities to grow and have a future, and that they could be the answer for their country's needs. Seeing another cultural perspective and seeing the value of relationships, that I think gives me a different angle on leadership. I'm going to see their problems differently. I'm going to ask them different questions and challenge their thinking in a way that a Harvard MBA is not going to do.
What I was experiencing when I first met Philip was more or less, there's a lot of things that just aren't working that should. So I embarked on my original relationship with Philip to be more than just me, so me plus team. The unique thing about Philip is he has a lot of practical experience from people and interaction and needing to navigate complex situations, contracts and political environments, all those things. That translates perfectly to business because that's what I do every day.
I ask him questions about the impact of his leadership on the rest of his life. And no one else was asking him those questions, and I think that's what made the difference for him.
Success doesn't necessarily mean just numbers. It means a low anxiety level to where I have margin for my wife and my family, my kids, my faith, things that I want to participate in. Clarity. So much more clarity on what the business needs me to be doing, how I need to be, managing my calorie burn and preserving myself, and giving clarity to others.
The group wasn't really performing as well as it could. We were misunderstanding or miscommunicating in a lot of different ways and just weren't essentially on the same page.
So when I first met Rob, he was already very accomplished as a leader, but he was in that role of being the next generation. And so what are you going to do to build on this legacy and this reputation of integrity and excellence and take that to the next level?
He doesn't let you off the hook. If you have things that you were going to do or work on or address, or conversations you were going to have, he's very good at holding you accountable to those. I would definitely say that our senior team is far more collaborative, far more open and honest with each other than we were 2 years ago when we started working with Philip. Probably I ask more questions than I asked before, or maybe ask them in a different way to engage the team in the process of helping to formulate decisions and solutions.
My partner who brought me in, Tom Cater, was at the point where he wanted to maybe start considering retiring and doing something else with his career.
When Russ first came to me, he understood that there was a leadership transition right on the horizon. He wanted to build on the legacy of success, but take the company to the next level.
Philip was able to get really down into the roots of our company. One of the things we spent some time on was really meeting with our people, surveying our people.
And that's what our process helps companies to do. We help them to hear the voices of everyone and integrate that in together so they get this buy-in and this engagement.
It really kind of gave us kind of a rallying point that the transition could rally around, and it has really worked out well and it's been a smooth transition for us. Philip and I have a really good relationship. He is my CEO coach in one of the roles that I have him work with me on. He challenges me. He tells me the things that I need to work on. He holds me accountable to things that maybe I didn't get done that last week or two that needed to get done. And he keeps me always focused on the big picture things. The strategic plan we put together from a growth standpoint has fallen into place. There's been several new market sectors that we've been able to tap into and see some success in, and that was a direct result of some of the focus we had within our strategic plan that Philip helped us develop.
I coach and I work with leaders because leadership matters to people. It impacts the lives of all of these individuals, and I hear that from the leaders I work with.
I think there's probably still a lot of leaders that could really benefit from coaching and from someone like Philip.
I think Philip is really driven by the success of the firms that he works with. I think that he actually is excited when he sees that parts and pieces of the plans that we've put together have actually come to fruition.
That's what gets me up in the morning, knowing that the work that these leaders are doing is impacting lives and making a difference for them.